Hi everyone, I'm Tammy, and today I'm going to do a demonstration and a little bit of a review on the Ninja Foodi Digital Air Fry Oven. It also has flip away functionality that takes up to 50% less space when it's in the upright position. So let's just look at what we got with this. So of course we get a manual, and this is the model SP101, a little tip sheet on how to have a smoke-free experience. Just a little warning of not to put this next to anything that's hot that might burn it. Don't set it on top of your stove. And then a nice little Kickstarter recipes, as well as a little cheat sheet just telling you everything that comes in it, and also giving you some nice little cooking times on it so that you can get started. So let's see what else came with this. You get a baking sheet right here, quite nice. And then when you open it up, the handle for it is here on the side, and it comes with the air fryer rack. It has a nice capacity to it, and the baking rack. And just like in your oven, it has a little stop on it so that it won't just pull all the way out and collapse whatever you have on it, and as well as a little crumb tray, which is nice. So this has a multi-functions. It bakes, it roasts, it air fries, it dehydrates. So you'll see you have multiple choices here. And then I want to show you what it's like when you flip it up. So quite easily, you can just lift it up like that. It flips up out of the way, saving you counter space, and then it's taking up just a very small footprint when you're not using it. Also, a really cool feature that they've added is the bottom opens up to give you easy access to the inside of the air fryer for cleanup. That is pretty cool, I think. So I really like this. It's great for people who don't have a lot of counter space. So small kitchens, apartments. I'm going to get out some potatoes, some corn, maybe a veggie burger, and let's see how this cooks. Okay, everybody, I'm ready to test out how the Ninja Foodi Digital Air Fryer works for air frying one of my favorite things, which is potatoes. So these are some Yukon Gold potatoes. They were really small ones, and I previously baked them and then put them in the refrigerator to chill. So when I bake them, 400 degrees for about an hour, depending on how big they are. Then I take them out when they're cold from the fridge, and I just cut them into quarters, and I'm going to go ahead and put them on the air fryer tray, and I'm going to just utilize about half of the sheet or the rack right now, because I want to leave room to add some things after these have cooked a little bit. Now these take about 25 minutes to get nice and crispy the way I like them. I am not seasoning them, and I do not use any oil. That's the wonderful thing about the air fryer, is you can get crispy, crunchy food and you don't have to use oil, and it'll turn out delicious. Now, if you wanted to, you could season these with garlic powder and onion powder, but I'm going to be dipping them in some oil-free, salt-free ketchup, and they're going to be delicious. Okay, now after about the first 10 minutes, then I'm going to go ahead and add my corn on the cob, and I have a couple frozen veggie burgers, and then just the last 5 minutes, I'm going to add the asparagus. So I'm just going to come around to the front and show you how to set the temperature. Okay, so before I get this started, I just want to point out to you that if you're going to air fry anything that's going to be drippy or messy, you can put the sheet pan underneath the air fryer rack just to catch any drips, and that'll help make cleanup much easier as well. Now this isn't going to be messy what I'm making, so I'm not going to bother doing that. Also, just with my air frying experience, with my other air fryer, I never preheat it. I just go ahead and usually do like 400 degrees for most foods like this, and it seems to work out really well for me. So I'm going to start the potatoes first, and just with all my air frying experience, I never preheat the air fryer. I just always put everything in cold and then start it. Cold oven and just start it. So the air fryer rack is going to go on that first little ledge there, and we're going to close this. So here's how we are going to get it started. So you're just going to push this button to turn it on, and then this dial here is what you use to select which function you want to use. So there's toast and bagel, there's a keep warm, dehydrate, bake, air broil, air roast, and of course air fry, which is what we're going to do today. Then to set the time, you click on time cook and it flashes, and then you just use the knob to adjust the time, and we do want 20 minutes, and then push temperature or also darkness if you're doing toast, and then again you just use this dial to select the temperature, and I want 400, so it's set there, and then you just push in on the start button to start, and it says preheat here, so it's telling us that it's in preheat mode. It hasn't reached 400 degrees yet, but I always start my air fryer cold. It's just how I do it. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to add the corn and the veggie burgers, and I'll show you how that goes. Okay, you guys, it's actually been 13 minutes because we were busy messing with camera, and so I'm going to open this, and it does not pause when you open the door, but I'm going to add the corn, get that in there, and then I have 2 frozen veggie burgers that I'm going to add. And because this is a smaller unit and it's so close to the heating element, it may not take as long as I'm used to. And I'm going to go ahead and shut it, and then when there's just like 5 minutes left, then I'm going to add my asparagus. Okay, so I'm getting ready to put the asparagus in, so we're just going to open this and pull that out. Oh look, the potatoes are really starting to look good. You can hear they've got that crispy sound going on. That makes me happy. I'm just going to get the asparagus in here. I just want to just warm it up, really. It won't be crispy, it'll just make it more tender. And I'm gonna just turn these corn over. Just like that, just to get the top a little more done. And I don't usually turn over the veggie burgers. So this is actually looking pretty good. So the light came on because it's counting down. Okay, so it just finished, and see how it says hot on here, and then it has a little symbol for heat over here so that you know that this is hot. And let's just check and make sure that everything is done. Oh, that looks great. The corn is nice. The potatoes look good. So I'm going to pull it out and go on the other side and put everything on my plate. So I'm going to go ahead and plate it. This is actually going to be our lunch today since we've been filming this morning. And can you hear that? How crispy, crunchy these are. It's great. I'll have to fight with Tom for the potatoes. These are my favorite, to do them like this. So it worked really well. It took about the same amount of time that the Breville takes, so I'm pleased with that. And you use this to get the burgers going. And of course we're going to add some ketchup and some mustard to this, and it's going to be delicious. So It worked great. I would say that the air frying capabilities were very similar to the Breville. The time took about the same amount of time. It didn't seem to have hot spots, and everything came out great. And it actually has pretty good capacity, so much better than the small standalone air fryers. So far I'm pretty impressed. I'm going to try making toast in it, because we do make toast for our grandchildren, and I also want to try baking in it, and we can do some more videos and show you how it performs on those as well. Okay, you guys, so I'd have to say that I'm pretty impressed with the Ninja Foodi air fryer. It did equally as well as the Breville Smart Oven Air. It did not seem to have hot spots. The potatoes turned out crispy. The corn looks amazing. The asparagus, the veggie burgers. So it also has a pretty good capacity. It's slightly smaller than the Breville Smart Oven Air. And I'm going to try making toast in it, because our grandkids, we do make toast for them sometimes, and I will try baking in it and see how it does for baking. Also, it does accommodate a 13-inch pizza, so if you do pizzas, it would work well for that. I'm going to try baking muffins in it and see what else it can do. So thank you so much for watching today. Tune in again for another one of my videos. That's all for now. Bye-bye.